What is this?
This is an article written by Sean Hannigan and another person. And Sean Hannigan is, and I'm not doxing anybody, but it's Kim Belair's brother. There you go. And look, Ariadne McGilvery is talking. There's a really dumb amount of white dudes controlling a lot of the creative video decisions in video games. They're just straight up, first line of your articles, just, they're dumb white men.
I have no words. Imagine
you gotta scroll down to where Kim wants to be a white man.
Wait. Imagine I started an article as there's a lot of dumb black chicks controlling a lot of the video games. Like, what? First off, they'd try to cancel me instantly. Secondly, they'd be like, you bigot, you racist, you whatever trivial words. You've perked my interest. Please continue.
Well, literally, as you can see, it says there's a dumb amount of white dudes who are controlling a lot of the creative direction of video games, says independent community developer and narrative writer Ariadne McGilvery. People forget about her. She's one of the founding members of Sweet Baby Inc. She's not with them anymore, but she was.
For those that don't know, Ariadne McGilvery and Kim Belair co-authored a book together. So they go way back, but continue. Sorry,
I forget. Oh, but what's funny about that book, Smash? At one point, literally, the main girl character in the book takes a pistol whip to the face and somehow walks away from it like fine, no brain damage, no nothing.
Girl boss, you go, girl. According to a 2019 survey, the top 5 best-selling video games featured only male writers. Well, damn. Sounds like they need more male writers if they keep selling these games that well. Wow. Any female character present in any one of those games was a man's mental representation of a woman.
Yep.
Well, welcome to a video game. And who is the demographic that is buying these? Men. And what do men want in their game? A man's mental representation of a woman in a game.
Yep.
What? I'm still looking for a problem here. What's the issue? It's white, male, and cruel. What are these words that they use? It's cruel?
So Olivia Alexander is the only kind of unknown here. I think she's a developer of some sort. I think she's a senior narrative writer director at Eidos Montreal.
Oh, there you go.
Funny thing is, guess who worked at Eidos Montreal, Smash?
Kim Belair?
A couple years later, who worked there was Dave Bedard.
Oh,
weird.
Bedard. There we go.
Weird. Nope. No connections. Nothing. Nope. You're not seeing anything.
Totally nothing. It was something I could kind of see behind glass happening to other people. And I wasn't really sure how it would manifest with me. I remember in Assassin's Creed, you could recruit non-playable characters. Sometimes they were women. They didn't have speaking lines. They didn't have stories, but they had names. Wireframes. And Assassin's Creed was one of the best-selling franchises in the history of all of gaming, by the way.
But Smash, did you know the side characters didn't have any depth to them? They were just there to be side characters? What?
Wow. Who would have thought a side character would be a side character? That's
in a game. Wow.
In a game. No. That's wild.
Also, just want to point out that there were also male characters in the game who also didn't get speaking lines and also were just like that. But
that does not fit the narrative, so you're not allowed to talk about those. That's a very hollow representation of a very large group of people. The video game industry is tolerant of a small, homogenous group of people, making most of the creative decisions involved in game production and deciding who video games will represent. Oh, okay. So they represent the people buying the games, and these people come in and say, no, they need to represent us. And then those games don't sell at all. And then they call you a bigot, a homophobe, transphobe, whatever phobe they want to throw at you and make you out to be the bad guy. And then when you say, no, I don't want to buy that, they say, stop harassing me.
Yep. But wait, Smash, you're going to find Kim Belair's secret wish is coming up.
I can't wait. I found out later that the fight that women on the production had to do just to get some non-speaking female bodies in the room was apparently huge, says
Source,
Alexander.
I made it up.
Yeah, I made it the fuck up. Which, by the way, I can tell you that this is 1,000,000% bullshit. coming from someone who not only worked directly in the video game industry, but was also a recruiter in the video game industry. There are plenty of women in gaming, plenty of women developers, story writers, game testers. Women were everywhere at Sony and beyond at the companies that I worked with. So this falls flat. This is a bullshit narrative that they keep pushing, saying it's only men in gaming. It's like, no, it's not. Stop saying that.
It's okay, Smash. It's okay. They explain this. They're going to explain why you're wrong. Well, you're wrong, Smash. Don't you know?
I'm sure. Yes, I do know. They continually tell me I'm wrong all the time. Even women game creators with established credentials have to fight the rigid demands of those in charge. No, they don't. Bullshit.
Wait for it. Here it comes.
If I were a white man with some power, they would just listen to me. That first off, says Kim Belair. Oh, God.
Yep. If she was a white man. No.
Kim, how about this? Ready? Kim is a black woman. I believe, correct? I hate to say something about her and then say, oh,
that's not what she would say, but she's technically mixed. So
she's mixed, no. Right. But we'll say she identifies as a black woman. Would that be fair? I would argue Kim Belair has far more say in what a game gets put in it than I do.
Yep.
Weird. Almost like exactly what she is what has put her into the position that she's in right now. Weird. An independent scriptwriter, cultural consultant, and narrative designer. Man, that's a lot of titles.
I want to point out that this article was written already after Sweet Baby Inc. was established, and yet it's not mentioned here. Weird.
Oh, yeah. That's a really good point. Don't you? Oh, because that would go against narrative. If they were like,
because it was already being written by her brother. So I kind of feel like it would be too biased at that point.
Good point. But they're not going to say CEO of a narrative design studio saying, if I were a white man, they'd listen to me. It's like, wait a second, you're the fucking CEO of the studio that does this. They make me talk about it for 45 minutes in that meeting or for several days or write a bunch of documents proving what I know to be true. Oh,
yes, because Kim, we've heard you speak. We've seen you speak without a script, and it is horrendous.
It is brutal.
So of course they make you write it down. I would too, because I could shred it afterwards.
According to Alexander, problems occur when women are a small part of a creative team or are excluded from it. Wait,
you're going to love this, Smash. This is an article. I want to make this very clear. This is an article and a professional thing. Read the next slide, Smash. You're going to laugh.
The importance of seeing a character's tits is more important than protecting their lungs or their heart or anything like that. You literally could have taken any woman on the team, put them in the room, showed them the concept art, and said, what do you think? She says. This sounds like really good information as to why you should never have women in the writing room when making a game. If this is what they're saying.
This is just funny.
Yes. Dear women that don't like to be used for your breasts, when men play video games, they would like to see a beautiful woman with breastises in their video game. I know it crushes your soul and your world that's all the men care about when they're playing the video game. But it is like, sorry, like maybe, by the way, maybe there's like a really good storyline and narrative experience that just really enthralls you into the game. But if you're going to put some ugly bitch in there to try to draw you into the world, it's not happening. How many times have we seen it and be like, I feel like Tifa Lockhart works a lot better for me to listen to what she's saying.
I think it's funny though, because they could have like women. It's not even that they don't have like, attractive women. They have like, they make them purposely ugly.
It's unattractive.
No, it's like, okay, you don't want to have a super attractive one. Make a normal one.
They want to prove their point of, no, we can't have them attractive, because then we fall into the trope of what we're fighting against, which is how we get unattractive women in video games.
So they're
What's that?
insulting ugly people. That's what they're trying to do. They're saying we're going to make them ugly to
Yep.
fight the patriarchy.
Yep.
Don't play
2000
that. Don't play that. It's brain rot. It is brain rot.
I
Do not
love
play it.
brain rot. Let's go.
video games are
God.
produced every year in Canada. The industry makes over $3 billion every year by creating new games, but marginalized people seem to always get the shorter end of the stick.
Who cares? Who cares? Like, how is your problem my problem? Why is that a problem for me? If these are the games that are selling in a capitalistic society where people want to buy the biggest and best, why do they give a shit about marginalized people in the games? Like, sorry, not sorry. If you are a developer and your passion is making a marginalized game and you want to represent all these people and you want to do all this stuff, more power to you. Like, have at it. If it doesn't sell, you can't call people bigots for not buying it. You have to understand the market does not give a shit about that. Stop trying to change the narrative of what people want to buy and what they don't, when the reality is, just because it's not your slop doesn't mean that it's what people are going to be buying. I'm only 10 seconds into this.
Yep.
Oh boy.
It's a minute
The
long.
importance of seeing this character's tits is more important than protecting their lungs.
Video game corporations have been repeating their recipe for success.
I still can't get over this. Like, she said that seriously.
Yep.
Their lungs.
Video game corporations have been repeating
Wait,
their
wait.
recipe
Pause
for
for a sec.
success.
Pause for a sec. Wait. What is that layout? What is it like? Go back. Go back. What is that? What is that?
That looks like someone's like dorm room.
What is that? What are they? Are those like pieces of log? What is that?
I think those are like chairs. Like,
They're
just,
logs. They're like fake logs. What?
yeah.
What's going on in there?
Repeating their recipe for success, but diversity has now become the missing ingredient.
Just meant
It's not though. Like, this is your narrative you're pushing into it. It's never been the missing ingredient. Games are selling just fine before this bullshit came in and tried to wreck it.
tolerance in general can be seen as
Video game player.
I told you it was brain rot.
So hi, Etienne. What do you do? I am a video game player.
Yes, hi, I'm MasteroftheTDS, professional video game player. Professional video game player. Don't forget the professional in front of it.
just mental illness in general can be seen as enemies or adversities. Like movies, you can have some form of, misrepresentation of mental illness.
The world of video games is open to everyone.
So I don't know if he has mental illness or if he's speaking for someone who does and claiming that developers are not representing him or the people that do well enough. But the whole purpose of making a game is to sell the game.
Nope.
What are we doing here?
Unfortunately, the games currently being produced by the industry do not reflect that.
Every time you watch a video
We have another video game player here.
I love the video game players. They're just great. Smash, don't you know?
game cover, there's always a girl with big boobs, and so they have to. I think they really have to change that because the market is not what they think it is.
The market isn't what they think it is. Literally, market proves wrong. Well, it's still not what we think it is.
They're trying to use sex to sell items, and sex doesn't sell. What, we're gonna listen to a video game player, quote unquote, on that. Okay. That's the expertise.
Some video game players say they're discouraged before they've even started playing a game.
Video games that are made from
It's
big
Mario Kart.
corporations.
And they show her spitting out. That's the best highlight. Please try not to crash. We gotta get like a 3-second clip of you not crashing.
From
Too late.
big corporations. Well, they suck.
Wait,
because
is she watching someone stream in the back? She's not even playing.
Right. Wait.
No,
what
she's
did
what? Wait, who is that? That's a
video game
Twitch
player.
streamer. That's a Twitch streamer.
It is a streamer. I can't tell who it is though. But yeah, it is a streamer. Let's see here. She says something about people sucking. Hold on.
big corporations, well, they suck because they are all the same.
If a player is bored by
This is propaganda. Like this, none of this is even like who thinks like this when they play a game. Oh, this doesn't represent me. We need to change the whole industry. Who talks like this?
Just want to mention that, again, Kim Belair's brother wrote this, but he didn't just write it. He's also a member of Sweet Baby Inc. that is working with them to this very day. So, surprise!
This is definitely something. Yeah, Marty, this is some serious gaslighting going on here.
a video game, they can either grab a book, watch a movie, or try what this expert suggests.
I think a really interesting thing to do with games that allow for it is if you're bored by it and nothing is resonating, is to try and do something that the game maybe doesn't want you to do or doesn't expect you to do.
Some Sarah Rainville for the city, downtown Montreal.
If you have to pretend in order to get close enough to act, then yes.
That's exactly what they did, Smash. That's how these people get into the industry. They pretend that they're for the stuff, they get it, and they start saying, you need to change this is racist, sexist.
Well, it goes back to the point of when Kim Belair was doing her speech talking about how she wanted to bring in marginalized people that had no experience to give them the opportunity to learn how to be storytellers and narrative designers over people that did have experience. And all they've done is proven that that's not a good idea. You need to bring people in with experience that can actually.
Speaking of Kim, you want to hear what she has to say about it because it's right below this.
Belair compares insensitivity to a standard programming glitch. If you have a bug in the game you're making, nobody asked you why it really needs to be fixed. Nobody asked you why you care so much about fixing the bug. No one wants to be someone who is known to be combative. No one wants to, this is ironic, no one wants to be someone who is known for starting trouble or for being negative. You can have that fear that you're ruining someone else's fun, says Belair. Someone else's or the vast majority of the entire gaming player base. Someone else's fun. Discrimination in the gaming industry often isn't obvious, but for many women trying to establish themselves, the barriers are very real. This is not true at all. Like, again, where's your source for this? As a former recruiter in the industry, there were plenty of women developers. I do not understand where this barriers comes in. Maybe if they want to go back to like, there aren't as many girls in computer science classes. Oh, okay. But that's like, welcome to a natural evolution of men are typically more programmed and wired for that. Women typically are not. Welcome to the difference in sexes that these people always want to try to confuse. For a long time, I was very much trying to find a place for myself in the industry. I was never 100% sure if what I was experiencing was real.
It's not.
It's all fake. But the demographics are changing. According to the ESA, 48% of American video game players are female. Bullshit.
Source?
Yeah. Where's the source on this?
Link, please. Oh, it's not there.
No link. Just trust us, bro. They said it. And it's totally not including mobile game players and totally not people that identify as women and totally not
all the women who play Candy Crush.
Yep. Because, by the way, if we're going to start counting 48% of American video game players as female, add my wife in because she loves Candy Crush. She loves, what's it called? Phase 9 or 3s or whatever that game is. She loves those mobile phone games. She'll play them all night. Yeah. Oh, okay. I guess she's a gamer now, guys. She's a gamer. Video games don't receive the acclaim and respect that films and television shows do. What?
This was back in 2020, Smash. Clearly, in 5 years, that's changed.
But Alexander believes that they are the most interactive and engaging media right now. Wait, so they don't feel connected or a part of it, but yet they're admitting that it's the most interactive and engaging media available.
Yeah, it's the most interactive and engaging, but it needs to be changed because it's bad for reasons.
And it's not engaging enough for them specifically. I'm just trying to follow their logic here.
There is no logic.
Women represent roughly half of American gamers. Oh my God, I got a bridge to sell you. Women in gaming have stepped up to help others trying to enter the industry. Both Pixel's MTL And women in games.
Women in games, France. Whoa! Wait a minute. Who runs women in games? Who founded it? Audrey the Prince.
Oh, wow. Small world. Nonprofit organizations pledging to help marginalized video game creators. So when people say, we don't want you, there's no use for this is stupid, we turn into the enemy because without them, they have no career and job. Their propaganda that they're pushing comes to an end. So we are their enemy. They create a problem to fix themselves that we're saying that's not a problem. And then they start getting mad at us for saying that's not a problem. These organizations provide workshops, educational seminars, and sponsorships to women looking to develop their skills and work in the industry. Read, shove them into an industry where they're not naturally fitting into. Communities like this.
Like Baby Ghosts, like Wings, like all these companies they're just what those they're talking about.
Found a good grift. Communities like this do not have the funding that top level games have, but they don't strive to. Oh, they're just humble. They're just humble studios.
Yeah, they just go, government, give me money, please.
Yep. There's a whole big world.
Hilarious. Wait, you're gonna love this part.
There's a whole big world of video games out there, and as soon as you kind of leave the AAA nest, you'll find a bunch of diverse games made by diverse teams that are joyful or sad, or first-person shooters. If that's your bag, that's your bag. And if you want to enter the industry, be someone's ally, says McGilvery. Though the highest grossing games still suggest that video games are comfortably stagnant, McGilvery suggests changing the industry with your dollar. I think just with your money, support good shit. Well, I mean...
Yep, we will. And it's all the games that you guys don't work on, because those are the ones that are actually good. These are not.
All we're doing is proving that your entire thesis is completely wrong.
No, I agree with her, Smash. We should support the good stuff, right? And the stuff that they make isn't good. Therefore, we support the stuff. So we're doing what they want us to do.
Right. And I'm saying by us doing that, it proves their thesis of, we need to go this direction, completely wrong. That's all I'm saying.
But you see, Smash, they don't care.
No, exactly. Because without pushing this marginalized, they found a crack in the system. Without pushing this and leaning heavy on it, they don't even have a reason, by the way. Notice how they can't say why. They just say, it needs to be there. Why? We need representation. Why?
They're the most engaging. It's the most engaging thing ever. It's the top thing ever, but it's bad and it needs to change now.
Yep. And by the way, they even answered their own problem down here, saying when they got out of the AAA, they found in plenty of indie games that were representing them. Okay, great. Then if that's already happening, once again, why do we need what you guys are doing to manufacture more of this if it's already
because it needs
occurring?
To be mainstream so they can make sure other people do it so they can get more money from Papa government.
This is insanity.
Do you not feel like you are a better person now that you know that Kim Belair secretly wishes that she was a white man?
That was wild. I think when I make the video out of this, we're gonna have to call it Kim Belair wishes she was a white man.
Well, we covered it on our stream. I'm gonna have to make a video out of it. I'm gonna have to beat you to it now, Smash.
You gotta be fast.
I will. If I were a white man with some power, they would just listen to me, says Kim Belair.
I mean, that tells me she wishes she was a white man because
but I'm going to tell you a secret, Smash. Let's imagine that she became a white man. They still wouldn't listen to her because I've listened to her as a woman and I can't understand half the stuff she says. So even if she was a white man, I still wouldn't understand the stuff that she says. Doesn't matter whether she's white or black. If you don't know what you're talking about, it doesn't matter.
One of the lead programmers at Sony Online Entertainment, I'm not going to obviously say her name, but she was so talented. She was the creator of the EverQuest girl on the cover of EverQuest and all that. And she developed a shitload of the stuff in EverQuest herself. Like she was one of the main developers of EverQuest. It was a girl and all the men listened to her and had her invited in the meetings and talked to her. She was very talented. Guess what happens when you're talented? People don't give a shit what color you are, what gender you are. They don't give a shit about any of that. You're talented. You bring something to the table. Let's work with you. That's how the game industry is. How do they say diverse naturally?
It's diverse naturally.
Yes,
I know what you're quoting.
Oh man. All right. We'll leave that one there.